Have you heard that men who ate more than 2 red meat servings daily had a 28% higher stroke risk than those who ate about 1/3 of a serving each day? A study by the American Heart Association, or AHA, found that people who eat more animal fat were linked to having a higher risk of stroke. Welcome back to True Health for Life. Today, we're delving into a topic that concerns many of us: the impact of red meat consumption on stroke risk. Red meat has been a staple in many diets around the world for centuries, but recent studies have shed light on its potential risks to our health, particularly regarding strokes. So, grab your notepads because we're about to uncover the impact of red meat on stroke risks. Number 1. Excessive saturated fat. Red meat, particularly processed varieties like bacon and sausages, is high in saturated fats. Consuming too much saturated fat can raise cholesterol levels, leading to arterial plaque buildup and increasing the risk of stroke. Saturated fat is a type of dietary fat. It is one of the unhealthy fats, along with trans fat. These fats are most often solid at room temperature. Your body needs healthy fats for energy and other functions, but too much saturated fat can cause cholesterol to build up in your arteries. Saturated fats raise your LDL bad cholesterol. High LDL cholesterol increases your risk for heart disease and stroke. Number 2. High cholesterol levels linked closely with saturated fat intake is the elevation of cholesterol levels in the bloodstream. Red meat consumption has been shown to increase both LDL, low-density lipoprotein cholesterol, known as bad cholesterol, and total cholesterol levels, contributing to a higher risk of stroke. Heart attack and stroke are the most common problems caused by a very high cholesterol level. When cholesterol builds up along artery walls, that's called atherosclerosis. Heart attack and stroke are both typical diseases atherosclerosis can cause. When we think about the ways that we can prevent cardiovascular disease, which is the #1 cause of death in the world, controlling your cholesterol and blood pressure are key. Number 3. Hem iron. Another concerning factor is the presence of hem iron in red meat. While iron is an essential nutrient, hem iron, found exclusively in animal products, can lead to oxidative stress and inflammation, both of which are associated with an increased risk of stroke. Hem iron can promote oxidative stress, leading to subsequent cell apoptosis and cell death. High doses of iron may lead to increased peroxidation of lipids, protein modification, and DNA damage. Number 4. High blood pressure. Red meat consumption has been linked to elevated blood pressure levels. Excessive intake of sodium, often found in processed red meat, can lead to hypertension, a significant risk factor for strokes. Many clinical trials have shown that red meat increases blood pressure and is linked with hypertension. This may be due to a compound called trimethylamine oxide, TMAO, which is mainly produced by the human body from digesting red meat and has been recently linked to cardiovascular disease. High blood pressure can strain your heart, damage blood vessels, and raise your risk of heart attack, kidney disease, and death. Losing enough weight to reach a healthy body mass index range may lower high blood pressure and prevent or control related health problems. Number 5. Advanced glycation. End products or AGs. Cooking methods such as grilling, frying, or broiling red meat at high temperatures can produce advanced glycation end products or AGs. These compounds have been associated with increased inflammation and oxidative stress, both contributing factors to stroke risk. Modern diets are largely heat processed and as a result contain high levels of advanced glycation end products or AGs. Dietary advanced glycation end products or DAGs are known to contribute to increased oxidant stress and inflammation, which are linked to the recent epidemics of diabetes and cardiovascular disease. Number 6. Impaired insulin sensitivity. Research suggests that frequent consumption of red meat may impair insulin sensitivity, leading to insulin resistance and an increased risk of type 2 diabetes. Diabetes, in turn, is a significant risk factor for strokes. Insulin resistance, also known as impaired insulin sensitivity, happens when cells in your muscles, fat, and liver don't respond as they should to insulin, a hormone your pancreas makes that's essential for life and regulating blood sugar levels. Insulin resistance can be temporary or chronic and is treatable in some cases. Number 7. Pro-inflammatory compounds. Red meat contains various pro-inflammatory compounds, including certain types of fatty acids and new 5-GC, a molecule found in abundance in red meats. These compounds can trigger inflammatory responses in the body, contributing to stroke risk. Some experts theorize that anytime humans consume red meat or other animal food sources, new 5-GC is absorbed by the tissues, and because the body doesn't recognize this compound, antibodies are formed to counter its effects, consequently leading to chronic inflammation. Number 8. Gut microbiota. Disruption. Emerging research suggests that red meat consumption may disrupt the balance of gut microbiota, leading to an increase in harmful bacteria and a decrease in beneficial ones. This imbalance has been linked to various health issues, including stroke. Besides damaging the brain, stroke causes systemic changes, including to the gastrointestinal system. A growing body of evidence supports the role of the gut and its microbiota in stroke, stroke prognosis, and recovery. The gut microbiota can increase the risk of a cerebrovascular event, playing a role in the onset of stroke. Conversely, stroke can induce dysbiosis of the gut microbiota and epithelial barrier integrity. This has been proposed as a contributor to systemic infections. Number 9. Homocysteine levels. High levels of homocysteine, an amino acid found in the blood, have been associated with an increased risk of stroke. Some studies have indicated that red meat consumption may elevate homocysteine levels, further adding to stroke risk. High homocysteine levels in the blood can damage the lining of the arteries. High levels may also make make the blood clot more easily than it should. This can increase the risk of blood vessel blockages. A clot inside your blood vessel is called a thrombus. A thrombus can travel in the bloodstream. From there, it can get stuck in your brain, which can cause a stroke. Number 10. Increased risk of obesity. Regular consumption of red meat has been linked to weight gain and obesity. Obesity is a significant risk factor for stroke, as it can lead to other health issues such as hypertension, diabetes, and heart disease. Obesity is a condition in which excess fat accumulates in adipocytes, and the number and size of adipocytes increases. It is one of the most important risk factors for chronic diseases, such as type 2 diabetes, hypertension, heart disease, cancer, respiratory problems, and osteoarthritis. Regarding a rising trend in obesity, 573 million individuals will be obese by 2030. Therefore, obesity as a global health problem is associated with serious medical and social outcomes. While red meat consumption may pose certain risks, there are steps you can take to mitigate them. Opt for lean cuts of red meat, limit processed varieties, and incorporate more plant-based protein sources into your diet. Focus on cooking methods like baking, steaming, or slow cooking to reduce the formation of harmful compounds. Additionally, prioritize a balanced diet rich in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and healthy fats to support overall health and reduce the risk of stroke. And of course, don't forget the importance of regular exercise and maintaining a healthy weight. By making these small but impactful changes, you can enjoy the flavors of red meat while safeguarding your health. Those were the 10 stroke risks associated with red meat consumption. Remember, moderation is key when it comes to including red meat in your diet. Be sure to consult with a healthcare professional or registered dietitian for personalized advice. If you found this video informative, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Until next time, stay healthy.